Hello everybody, this is KirbyDK10 coming at you with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Warzone and why I think it's not as good as the original Warzone. Now of course, we've had Warzone 1, Warzone Caldera, Warzone 84, Warzone 2, Warzone 3, so we've had so many different variations. Whenever I say what they're doing with Warzone is like the original Warzone, I'm talking about Warzone 1, you know? During that Modern Warfare 2019 life cycle, what they did with it. I'm not talking about Cold War or Vanguard. Now, the thing is with this game is all the issues that I had with Warzone 2, they carried over between this one and Warzone 3. I'm sorry, this one and Warzone 2. The UI is bad, the looting system is bad, everything besides the gameplay is really bad, and I don't know why they didn't fix it between the two games. I think it was honestly because they were rushed. They had 16 months to put out Modern Warfare 3, it was supposed to be a DLC, we all know this, and they just messed up, man. And that's the problem with these new games, is they don't have the time to put in like they did with Warzone 1. And also, Warzone 1 came out at the perfect time, right as the pandemic hit. It came out, and people had nothing to do, they were stuck inside, and they just played the crap out of the game. We already know this. Now, with every new release of Warzone, it's less and less players, and it's less and less time engaged in the game. I don't think a lot of people care about the actual game. They care about the legacy that it has. And I know it's only been 3 years since the original Warzone came out, but people have that short attention span, and most people care about the game that came out 3 years ago. Not a lot of people, I don't think, care about Warzone 2, Warzone 3. They care about that original experience they had back in Modern Warfare 2019. Now, this time around, I think the game is going to get a lot better as it goes on, because with Vanguard, whenever that game came out, that Warzone experience was super nice. You know, it was crisp, it was clean. I think they're going to clean up this game as it goes on, and I think it will get a lot better. Right now, my first impressions are the map, Urzikstan, is a little too building heavy. It has too many buildings. Here's a building there, building there, building there, and you can't rotate and get around as nice as the original Verdansk was. Now, they are going to be coming out with the original Verdansk, and I think it's March 2024, and I think that'll resolve a lot of the issues. I think people will still play a little too campy on that original Verdansk map. I think that was the main problem that I had with that one. But in this one, it's hard to understand what's going on, and it's because there's buildings littered too closely to each other, and a lot of the map is just buildings, and then buildings and more buildings. It's hard to pinpoint where someone is because they can rotate so fast and change positions. It's hard to find where someone is, know where they are, and then have that knowledge and be able to completely control how your gunfight's gonna go. Now that I've been a little negative, I want to come back with a positive now. With Warzone 2, they changed the Gulag from a 1v1 to a 2v2 with a Juggernaut AI in the middle that would try to kill both teams. It was really a mess. In this one, they simplified the Gulag again. It's 1v1, it's you versus the enemy. It's in a small arena that's kind of similar to that first Gulag that we had in that first Warzone map. It was so good. It was the showers, man. So nice. But it's very similar to loadout to that, but it's different, which I like. The thing is you don't capture a flag in the middle. If both players are still alive, it drops down a zip line, and then you have to zip up all the way, and then you win. The problem is that zip line, while you're going up, you're pretty helpless. You actually do have your gun out, but you can only shoot hipfire, I believe. And so I don't think it's very fun. It's also very jarring the first time you go in, because I was expecting it to be the capture the flag one, you know? And then this guy just zips up to the top and bam, he wins. And I'm like, bro, what? You know, I just wasn't expecting it. Now that I do know that, I still don't think it's a good mechanic. I just think they should bring back the flag system that they had, but it is good that it is a 1v1. Last thing I want to say is they added backslide canceling. Now this is a movement technique that makes the games go by faster. It makes the games fast paced. It gives some skill to it, not very much, but definitely more skill than if you just had no slide canceling. People are doing it constantly, and I kind of am okay with it, but I'm also kind of not. I like whenever we have gunfights that are determined purely by the gun skill that you have and your aiming, your ability to control that recoil. But the problem is I'm kind of getting older now, and I don't like the movement stuff. I like more simplistic games. I like the older Call of Duty games because they didn't have all this sliding, and they didn't have jetpacks, and they didn't have fast movement. It was you versus the enemy, who can shoot first, who can be more accurate, who can get those kills, instead of who can move the best, who can out maneuver your aiming and come back with their incredible aim assist and just beam you down. And I will say, the aim assist in this game, pretty insane. If you're not playing on controller, I would recommend at least giving it a try, and trying a few hours with it. And that goes for the multiplayer and Warzone. Now, lastly I want to say is the loadout system. This system is carried over from Warzone 2. So you still have like perk packages, and you can't pick between different perks, and I don't like that. I wish you could just pick whichever perks you want. Thankfully there's no overkill, so you don't have to have an overkill class like the original Warzone. The problem is now if you call in a UAV, everyone's got Ghost, because everyone who has a loadout should be picking their Ghost class, because it's just the best perk and you stay off the radar. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they carried it over, but they did, and they're probably not going to change it ever. Last thing I'd like to say is, can we get rid of this ability to trail people as they land in and then melee them to death? It is so annoying to me that you can do that, and no one really cares, man. The devs don't care. They're too oblivious to it, or they don't play their own game. But it is so annoying to land and immediately get into a gunfight with your pistol, or just into a melee fight. It's very annoying. I've had this happen, and that was the game where me and my friend stopped playing. It was just not fun for that to happen. It shouldn't have happened. It's probably the dumbest thing. I know people are gonna be like, oh, it's Battle Royale, you gotta do that. Yeah, but the original Warzone, not many people did that. Only very few times that happened, and I felt like the person who landed first could actually win. Maybe I'm just not, I don't know, maybe I'm just not that, maybe I'm not him anymore, but, yeah. Anyways, that'll be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. Peace.